Hi guys, this is Patrick, and for today we will be talking about the 2010 Oscars that happened last Sunday. And for the most part, boy did it suck. But I'm not going to talk about like what deserved to win or what didn't deserve to win since I didn't see that much. For Best Pictures, I only saw Inglourious Basterds and Up. So I'm not in the right frame to talk about, oh, how dare that person win? That other thing was better. I cannot do that. But there are other aspects of the show that I can talk about and destroy. So the opening musical number with Neil Patrick Harris, there's like, why? The musical isn't back again, is it? Like that horrible time last year when Hugh Jackman, every other line Hugh Jackman saying was, the musical is back! And then he sang about it. But luckily, that was the only song, that was performed. Now, the only big gala show, there was one other song. But I will get to that later. But the song, crap. The lyrics weren't funny. Neil Patrick Harris wasn't funny. Nothing was funny. And all it did was just to introduce the real hosts, Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin. For the most part, You see, Steve Martin did alright. I mean, he could be funny. But with the lines he had, some of the one-liners worked, some didn't. It goes with the nature of the Oscars. Alec Baldwin, however, he was absolutely horrible. God. Alec Baldwin could do anything. He can act, he can throw in his wife and child, he can eat, but he cannot host the Oscars. And hopefully, he never will do so again. He was so, uptight and nervous, and he was sweating a lot. Alright. Let's see, what else? Oh, another thing I didn't like. The interpretive dancing during the Oscars, where they did, dancings of the Best Picture nominees, or some of them, I think. That didn't work. Of course, the two everybody has been complaining about was, oh, what was breakdancing in the Hurt Locker? Sure, I gotta get help for this, but there was a black guy there in the Hurt Locker. If you squint real hard and far away, you might make that connection. It doesn't make it right, but you can see where it's coming from. But the robot during Up? No! There was no robots in Up! None! The talking dogs, they were robots. The evil villain, he wasn't a robot. He was just improbably old. The main guy, not a robot. He's just old. The house, not a robot. He was just being filled up with balloons. That little Asian boy, not a robot. He was just annoying. Kevin, not a robot. Just a mythical creature. Nothing made sense. At all. Nothing. Okay. And that was why interpretive dancing should never be brought back again. But it did get rid of the best song performances. And, some people like them. But the thing is, most of the time, the songs aren't really worth it. They're not very good. Like standard Disney fare, so I can care less if there were no songs on. But I really have songs that, have to do something with the movie than interpretive dancing that has nothing to do with it. Okay. See, another thing I did like, the first thing was, they did try to, explain what the categories mean and legitimize them. I like the attempt to legitimize the short films, saying our previous winners went on to make full-length movies that were successful. Did it work? Maybe not. Let's see, another thing was getting Morgan Freeman to narrate the sound, the difference between sound mixing and sound editing, considering that a lot of people don't know the difference. And that was cool. Now, mostly because Morgan Freeman narrated it, not because of the actual learning content. Let's see. Oh, and the interviews with the Best Animated nominees characters, because they did that to build up the heat for Best Animated Feature, and that was really good. That I did like. It's like, oh, why can't they do it more often? Or other people, other categories. Come on, like the original interviews with the writers, the directors. People nobody cares about.